Hello friends! If you're interested in what I have on my face today, or more in particular, what I have inside my makeup bag that I've been keeping on my vanity, and you're over the age of, oh, it doesn't really matter, I think you'll enjoy this video. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Marianne, Aging Gracefully, and today I had a little bit of time. It's the start of a new week, and I have a ton to do, but I thought what I would do is share with you how I have been getting myself ready pretty much on a daily basis. There's a couple of days during the week that I just do masks and just let my skin breathe, and I'm not putting on any makeup at all, but I'm doing just really light makeup, and I decided today that I would share with you what's in my makeup bag. Lately, what I've been doing is when I'm switching things out, I've been putting everything that I use in my bag, and then I just keep it on my vanity and I just get into it and know that that's what I'm going to be using on a regular basis. Today, let me just talk just a tiny bit about how I prep my skin in the morning. Normally, I do a complete face wash just like I do at night. I wash my face, I tone it, I moisturize it, I under eye cream and all of that. This summertime, I have found this year especially, I did a little bit of reading up on oils and oily skin, and I'm finding that cutting back on my morning routine has really been very helpful. So I started thinking about this when I went to getting my hair down to washing it about once every 5 days, sometimes even a little longer, because I will use dry shampoo in between, and then some days like I put my hair up, or here I just have it tied back in a little knot. So I found that it really does cut down on the amount of oil. Sometimes I think when you wash too much, it does dry your scalp out, and then it causes more oils to produce. So I've just noticed that my hair has been a lot less oily because pretty much that's what I do. I wash my hair about once every 5 days. When I get into the shower, I put a shower cap on, and then I really just have to fluff it up just with some dry shampoo. Maybe on the off day, I'll put some volumizing spray in it. And some days I wear it straight. Some days I put a little curl to it. Some days I just wear it up. So that's really helped. And it just kind of got me thinking about my skin is really oily. And I do think it's a blessing in disguise when you have oily skin compared to dry skin. You have to do maybe a little more maintenance when it comes to oily skin throughout your day, but when it's dry, you really have to pay attention to, the types of products that you use that are made for your dry skin. And I thought, well, maybe I am causing those oil glands to overprocess. In the summer here, when it's super hot and sticky, my face just always looks like it's so oily, and I'm powdering. I'm hiding up that oil. So I read an article, I'm not sure where, one of my magazines or somewhere, that someone just had mentioned that in the morning they rinse their skin off with some tepid water and then follow it with some cool water, pat it dry, and then they use a toner. And they don't use a full face wash. So I decided that, I'm going to try that. And so what I do is I usually rinse my skin off, and then I just follow it with a cool rinse, pat it dry, and then I'll either follow it with a toner or one of my cleansing pads. Now, I do that because the cleansing pad does clean off any extra residue that may have been left out from the night before, and it also just kind of gives my skin a fresh feel and takes away the nighttime oils that it's produced. And I have been finding that I haven't had any breakouts, and I've noticed that my skin has been a little bit less oily. So that's what I've been doing, and that has basically been my morning care. Now, as the season changes, I'll kind of see how I'm doing with what I've been doing for probably the last month or so. And if I feel that I'm having breakouts or more clogged pores, then I'll do my complete face wash in the morning. But what I thought would be fun today is just to share with you how I am getting myself ready pretty much on a normal basis daily, and what I'm doing for my skin as far as makeup. So here's my makeup bag, and like I said, I pretty much put what I want in it, and I just kind of been using the same steps to prep my skin for makeup. Now, if I know if I'm going somewhere, which I haven't been going really anywhere, or I feel like I need a little extra coverage, then I'll change it up a bit. But pretty much put it here, and then I keep this on my vanity. The only thing I don't keep in here is the color eyeshadow that I plan to wear. Some days, none, just a basic covering on my eyes, and then and I'll share that with you. And other times I feel like some color and fooling around a little bit, and so I do. So let's get started. So after I prepped my skin, what I normally use is this. Oops, my bag just fell. Nars, and this is their creme brulee. I love this, and I definitely have to reorder. I'm pretty much getting down there. Now, I use this to cover up, and what I do is I take I even put the brushes that I'm using. Let me just go ahead and empty out everything here so I can just get things quickly. I'll even put the brushes that I'm using in my bag. Normally, this is what I do, and I just take this brush, dip it inside there, and then I spot conceal pretty much all over my face. And then when I'm done, I just blend it all in. So that's kind of my first covering. Now, because I'm getting low on this, and I do need to order it, I'm kind of wanting to wait until the sale goes on. I today used this, and this is also a favorite. This is my Clinique BB Acne Solution. Now, a lot of times I just wear that as a complete cover-up for my skin. I really like this. But what I've been doing the past several weeks is I've been using this, alternating with my Nars, trying to save on it, and utilizing this as a cover-up. And I do the same thing. I pour a little bit here on my hand, dab it, and then I just go around, conceal, and then I just lightly blend it in. And I get a nice coverage with this. You know, you can use this as your full-fledged, just want to wear this with, you know, no other foundation or makeup. But I find that using this and covering everything up is, of course, my Nars does a better job at covering, and it'll even cover some of those brown spots, but I like this, and this is good for my skin, and so that's what I've been doing. And then I've been following up with this. Now, I did talk about this in a video several weeks ago, but this is the Wander Powder Foundation. I am so happy with this product, and it really has encouraged me to want to try other products from them, which I have not done as of yet, because I'm just trying to go along with replacing when I need to. So this I love. This is light, it covers, it feels good on my skin, no breakouts. I mean, this is just like the cleanest powder foundation that I have ever used. I really like this. So I follow it up with this, and I pretty much use the pad that comes with it. Just tap it inside, And then I just lightly push it into my skin. And I do that all around my whole entire face. And then I follow it up with my powder brush and just rub it all in. I think I got all of that. And next, I have already put the under eye cream on my eyes. I do that after I wash my skin or prep my skin because I want that to just soak in. And then today, what I used is my Radiant Rose Prep and Prime. I love this for under my eyes. Pretty much what I do with this is I just do this area here and here. And then with usually what I've been using is this blender. It's the Tati Beauty blender. And I just kind of curl it up and then dab it. And I just kind of go in this triangular shape. And then whatever's left, I just kind of hit on the side and I just run it up the middle just to blend in and lighten up my skin there. And I try to come down to this area here. I really stay away from that area there. And I just kind of concentrate here because this is where I have those fine lines and everything just wants to settle in that. So I do that next. And then I'm putting everything back in my bag as I go along. Next thing I do are my brows. And I want to talk about my brows for just a minute. Yes, my brows have been microbladed. I literally grew up with a unibrow, big, bushy brows. Only wish I could have those now. I don't. And through the course of my years and menopause and, hormone treatment and replacement therapy and all that stuff, my brows became super, super thin. And of course, let me say, just over plucking, because I grew up during a time era where thin was in for your brows. And so did a lot of my own damage to them. So I have had my brows microbladed for probably 4 years because I've had a second touch up on them after they were about 2.5 years old. So the process for the touch-up is to just kind of go over what has already been done. Now, it doesn't mean that you still don't do a little bit of touch-up or outlining, because I do. And what I use is the Hourglass Arch Brow Micro-Sculpting Pencil. I have talked about this many, many times. I love this. And basically what I do is I first brush my brows up. And then this pencil is so nice because it is shaped. I'm not sure you're going to be able to see it. Very flat and at a little angle. And basically what I do is I start underneath here and I just draw up to my arch point and come down. And then I go to the top of my arch and bring it down, because this is the part that's very sparse right through here. And then I do the same here. I kind of start here, just little strokes just to outline, and then up here. And then I very lightly take the pencil and just fill in a little bit. It literally takes me less than a minute to do that on both brows. And then I'll just brush them up, and I follow along most days with my Anastasia clear brow gel. Now, I've used all kinds of brow gels, and I always go back to this because wherever you put it, it sticks, it stays, and it's just like mascara. I'm sure most of you know what this is. I've tried the clear mascara because it is cheaper, but whenever you put this on, it just makes your brow shape last longer, and there's just no fading. So this is, just one of my, yes, I have to have that. Next, I will, where is it? Oh, it's right here. I like to always use a now I'll go back between this and my MAC Creme Brulee. That is just a covering for my eyes. That one is a little bit heavier, but this is the Tom Ford, and this one is called, this is an actual eye color eyeshadow. It's called Emotion Proof. I love this. I love this. I use it every single day, whether I'm wearing shadow or not, and today I am not. It's very close to skin color. It goes on creamy, no tugging, no pulling, and it just gives your eyelids an even tone. I love it, and it's great to put eyeshadow over it. I use this every day, just even more so than my MAC that I used to use all the time. And I'll tell you the name of the MAC, which I really, oops, I like that, but once I went ahead and purchased that, I just purchased it as a color. I wanted to try these cream colors for your skin, and I've had it for a long time. But the one that I had always used for years is Painterly. And you can see this has a little bit darker tone to it. I still use it, but I do like this Tom Ford one. And I am trying to use this up a little bit more because I've had it for such a long while that, you know, I don't want it to dry up and I can't use it. But this I love, 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 love. And next, then what I do is I take my 24/7 Waterline I Pencil by Urban Decay. I really love this pencil. And what I do is I just gently bring down this waterline, and I start at the corner and I just take it back and forth a few times, and that's it. I don't do my whole entire eye. And then I lift here and I start at this corner, and again, just to open my eye up a little bit and give it a little bit of definition. And then when I'm done doing that, I blink a couple of times. Sometimes there's a little bit of smearing, but not normally, and a Q-tip will clean it up. But then what I do is I take one more little stroke here, and I just kind of flip it upward in the outer corner of my eye, just to give it that open look. And I find that I have no running, smearing, or this is a great waterline pencil. And I just think it adds that little bit of definition to where your eyes don't look sleepy. They look like they're open. Next, I can't do without this, my eyelash curler. And my eyelashes are very thin and straight. I'm not using any lash enhancement on it at the present time. Basically, I just felt like I didn't want to spend the money replacing what I had. And so even with that, I still curled my lashes because they're stick straight. And I go ahead, curl down my lashes, and I think a good eyelash curler is an essential. It doesn't pinch your skin. It's all in the shape, and I will link this one below as I have done before, but it just grabs your lashes, a couple of pumps, and they're curled. And then I follow up with another favorite product that came in a beauty, one of my FabFitFun boxes, which I stopped that subscription when all of this broke out, is this. And this is a Mile High Club Wander. Love it, love it. Mascara, I love it. I will definitely replace this. I think this is a really good product. I do, you know, a coat, do the other eye, and then I just go back again. And mostly, again, I am emphasizing this area here from the middle of my eye down, and not so much through here, just mostly here, just because I want to lift my eyes upward, like an illusion. And then I follow up with, why isn't it here? Oh, blush, because I do switch the blushes out pretty much, you know, whatever I'm feeling like, pink tones, peach tones, bronze, whatever. But today, and as of late, I've been back using my, this is called Wicked. It's my Tom Ford blush. Now, none of this makeup is new. This is makeup that I have, and I am trying to introduce myself back to a big assortment of it. That's why some days I even put on full eyeshadow, because I just am trying to use up my makeup. Not use it up, but utilize it so that it gets the right use. So today I have that on my cheeks, and I use, this is my Chanel blush brush. I use this all the time. It's kind of the perfect size. Oh, everything's spilling over here. For just this area here. And I kind of keep that in my bag. And then today I went with, this is YSL, and it is the 04 color, which I don't know what it is, but it's 04, super pretty. And basically what I do, especially when I'm just home, is I just tap it on through here and here, rub my lips together, kind of, you know, tap it through the rest of my lips, and then follow it up with a gloss. And I'm trying to use up this one, which is, who's this by? Anastasia, I think, Beverly Hills. It's so worn. No, it's not Anastasia. It's just one that probably came in a beauty box or something, but it's nice, it's good, and I'm using these glosses up. I pretty much gloss my lips pretty much throughout the day quite a bit, especially if I'm wearing them out and having a mask on. I put a lot of gloss on. I don't care if it's getting in my mask. I'm washing my mask because my lips and everything just seem to get so dried out. So this is how I kind of put myself together. I'll go back and put everything back in here, because if I lay everything down nice and neat, it's all there, just on a daily. And, you know, I think it's important. I talked about that before, that we just take that time to do ourselves up. Now, what do I have planned today? My heavy-duty Monday day. It's clean the refrigerator out, because tomorrow morning is garbage day, and I get everything out from the fridge, clean through that, kind of do a quick sweep in my pantry, laundry day, and just at home. But, you know, I do think it's important to make yourself somewhat presentable, because it just makes you feel good. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I'm glad I got to spend this little bit of time with you. Time is really precious at this point, and there's just days when I have good intentions of wanting to film, and then I just run out of energy. And so I'm trying to make the best of it. So I got myself ready and dressed and thought, well, before I start, I'm going to come out and talk to you. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please, please, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new, I hope you'll join. And until my next video, which I am working on my editing, it's just taking me time because I've had to bring a lot of things in together, is my little house tour. So that will be coming very soon. Until my next video, be kind, be humble, and age gracefully.